Look at the piggies. Okay, so here's what we got going on. Okay guys, so welcome back to the Novice Lumberjack, where I'm about to give this 3120 XP just a smidge of a workout. Nothing really, only about 4 or 5 cuts in this big red oak. But what's going on is my tractor, this is the way I lift them. I've got these log hooks. I don't know exactly what they're called, but we're going to call them log hooks today. So an 8-foot section of this is really all it can do, and it can barely do it. So I got to cut this in half, and then that one right there, I'm going to be cutting 30-inch pieces for stands. You know, I'm going to use them as actual stands to set these big logs and my cants on and things like that, so that I can do proper time trial setups. I gotta, you know, this right here is too heavy for sawhorses, and I really don't feel like spending the time to build something out of metal. So without further ado, let's fire this beast up. And I will say this, I really don't like this saw. Not because it's bad, it's a great saw, but I know that usually nearly every time that I have to pull it out and put it to use, it's going to be a hard day of work, because it is big, it is heavy, it is powerful. The only thing that I typically use it for is milling whenever my sawmill isn't quite big enough. Let's see if I can do it left-handed, like Bucket Billy Ray. Ah. Alright, so I'm back. Yeah, that chain needs some attention for sure, but I don't feel like doing it. That's a 36-inch bar. It's taking me forever. I'm just going to suffer through it. the last time I put this in a video, somebody was like, Jesus Christ, learn how to tune a saw. This thing has a rev limiter. It doesn't even have a high jet. I didn't know it didn't have a high jet until Billy up in New Hampshire told me. Anyways, yeah, it doesn't even have a high jet. So on the top end, getting it out of tune is impossible unless you've modified the saw. So every time that you're hearing it like four-stroking, what it's actually doing is it's bouncing off the rev limiter. So don't give me a hard time about it. I mean, you give me a hard time about the chain, because I should sharpen that. It's bad. I've got to keep pressure on it or it just bounces off the rev limiter. I first have to straighten this, and then I'm going to cut two 30-inch sections, maybe more, I don't know. gas, I believe. All right, maybe on this side you'll get a better look and see what's going on. Yeah, look at that. That's 36-inch bar. Still doesn't quite cover it, does it? Yeah, I could have wormed my way around it with a 20-inch bar, but I got a 3120 with a 36-inch bar. And when a 36-inch bar ain't enough, I get the 46-inch bar. Yeah, I'm bragging. When the 46-inch bar ain't enough, I get the 72-inch bar. Anyways, that's enough. Look at it. Poor little guy. Big log. Go get the next one. Hey, I got tired of using that 3120. It got really dull. And this one's too big. It's got that crotch in it. I got to split it in half. And broke out the 2171. I'll let you see how it cuts. Gosh, I gotta put gas in this thing too. The reason I didn't fill it up to begin with is because I like running them completely empty, and this was, I thought I had enough in there to finish this job because I only got to make 2 cuts. Maybe, I guess you could probably say 3. I do know I got plenty of oil. Top that off. But anyways, all right, come on, let's get this show on the road. Shut up, pigs. Piggy, piggy. Squeal like a pig. All right, so we got this much done. I know you're wondering what the heck's going on, or you should be anyways. Well, these things are huge. All right, it was all I could do to stand them up, roll them in place and stand them up. So the next time that you see a video being made out here, unless maybe I'll hit this just for some tuning or something, but you'll see these two red oak. These are each 7 by 14, and so you put them together, it's 14 by 14 red oak. They'll be strapped together and running from here to here. As I cut them up, all right, or whack them off, all right, then I'll scoot this one back further, you know, and then the other one, the pine right here, that's going to be put between on these two. And here's the fun part. So I'm going to try and get this out today, because today is Wednesday. It is the first Wednesday in December, and my birthday is just a couple days away. Actually, Friday will be my birthday, and I'm actually starting a series. We'll call the overall series Whack Off Wednesdays. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I'm talking about whacking the end of a log off. But every Wednesday, I'm going to try and have a video made. And it's going to be pretty different too. There's going to be a whole new cast of characters. You'll see, and but it's going to be called the Woodsman Whack Off. So Woodsman Whack Off, the series that puts two woodsmen face to face to see which competitor can whack off their log the fastest. And the competitors are going to be two different chainsaws, two different chains, three different chains, a chainsaw with a stock muffler, a chainsaw with a muffler mod. I'll be able to get a lot of content out of this one idea, and by using squared off cants like that, then a video that I make 2 years from now will still be able to be measured against videos that are made today, because I'll be using 14 by 14 red oak. And so that's what's important to me. I want to be able to make this long series that can last for years to come, honestly. And we can go, oh, there's this new saw that came out, and let's see how it stacks up. Well, the only thing that you have to do, you don't have to get, let's say they got a 550 XP Mark III, all right? And you go, well, I want to know how that compares to the old 346 XP chainsaw. Well, I have one of those. I got the Johnsred version. Well, if I do the Johnsred episode now, it'll still measure up in 2 years from now, whenever the new Mark III 550 XP comes out. And so I'll be able to just dig back and get that old video and bring it forward. So anyways, it's cool. I'll be able to have a lot of content, and I'm going to try and do it. It's hard whenever I create. You guys you notice I'll do 2 or 3 videos in one day, and that's actually not the best thing for the channel. If you want it to grow, you want to have some kind of repetitive thing, like, you know, I mean, back in the 90s, NBC had what do they call it? Must-see Thursdays. Must-see TV on Thursdays. I think that's when Friends and Seinfeld came on. Anyways, give people a chance to plan for it. So I'll probably do the race saw stuff every Monday and call it Modified Mondays. And Wednesdays are going to be Whack Off Wednesdays, and that's whenever I have some sort of competition. and the series will be the Woodsman Whack-Off series. And anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video.